triple threat for the Eve International title. No rules, no limits, just chaos. And chaos is my language. Kris Statlander, AEW World Women's Champion, the current Eve International Champion. And you, the longest ever reigning international champion. Two of the biggest names in the game. But you're not gonna sleep on me. You're not sleeping on AV. Just look at the chaos that I've caused in Eve in the last 6 months. Who's doing what I do? You've got the biggest wrestling companies in the world falling over themselves to get a closer look at me because they know that I'm money. Whether it's the way I walk, how I talk, how I fight, how I win. So at the end of this triple threat, no one's going to be talking about the current international champion or the legend. They're going to be talking about the woman who beat them. All violence, always A.V. Anita Vaughan!
As Nightshade not even allowing Rhio to make her entrance here tonight. We're just getting word that this match started way before Rio's music hit. We're unsure who started the fight backstage. But both of these women here with a point to prove. Nightshade, this is the first time we've seen her since she lost the Pro Wrestling Eve title to Nyla Rose. And Rhio, of course, beat Nyte-Skye last month in a #1 contenders match, and she's now set to face Nyla Rose for that Pro Wrestling Eve Championship on the 7th of November. As both of these women, known for their hard-hitting style, as Rhio now with that chair. But Nightshade throwing caution to the wind, punching the chair into the head of Rhio. Just tossing Rhio back into the ring. As now, Nightshade still with that chair in her hand, and Rhio is on Dream Street here. This is the way Rhio expected things to go here tonight, as she rolls out of the ring, trying to get to safety here, trying to get away from Nightshade, as Nightshade grabbing her by the hair and dragging her, trying to drag her back into the ring, but Rhio is able to hang Nightshade up on that top rope there. And Rhio back into the ring, and the bell is rung. And believe it or not, this match has now officially started. Already here at a serious disadvantage, and this is a complete change of attitude than what we've seen recently from Nightshade, and you have to believe that the loss of that Pro Wrestling Eve title, the title that she chased for so long, that was her goal for so long, the loss of that title has definitely changed something in Nightshade, as she runs in with that huge spear in the corner. she's met by a kick from Rhio. And Rhio here just desperation, grabbing at those ribs there as she runs off and goes for a crossbody, but she's caught by Nightshade. And Rhio in a position that she's not used to, being woman-handled here by Nightshade. And again, Nightshade is back on top here as Rhio, a swing and a miss. Blocked again by Nightshade and caught again. Huge, wow. Almost like an exploder suplex there, but no bridge required from Nightshade there to power Rhio over. Just slinging her over her shoulder as now she's measuring Rhio up to that huge hip attack. And I don't think Rhio knows her name or where she is right now in this moment. As Nightshade winding up for another, and she hits it. And into the cover. And it's just a 2. Nightshade off the rope. Going for that huge senton there, but misses, and Rhio with a huge drop kick to the back. And to the jaw for good measure. And just like that, the momentum has shifted, but you can see Rhio here still clutching at those ribs as she drops Nightshade into the cover. And it's just a 2 again here for Rhio. And just even the pressure of Nightshade kicking out of that cover will have exasperated the damage done to Rhio's ribs there. And you have to wonder, Rhio not the type to show weakness. The fact that Rhio keeps clutching those ribs is not a good sign for Rhio. Huge forearm now to Nightshade. Followed up by that huge drop kick into the corner. But it's not, usually an opponent of Rhio's would be knocked off their feet by the power and the momentum of that drop kick, but Nightshade still standing as Rhio goes for the whip. And again, God, the look in Nightshade's eyes here. Rhio not used to being outpowered, and you can see the amount of strength and effort that Rhio is putting into trying to pull off that whip. But she's unable to complete it as Nightshade switches Rhio, and then Rhio into the corner, and up and down, and a huge spine buster, and a high stack from Nightshade. And again, the shock on Rio's face here. Now, of course, Rhio knew coming into this match tonight with Nightshade that she most likely wasn't going to be the most powerful woman in this match, but I think she surely expected to be the most aggressive. But this is a new Nightshade we're seeing here tonight as Rhio manages to battle out of that choke slam attempt there by Nightshade, but it seems like these strikes to Nightshade are almost spurring her on. They're not making her weaker, but they're making her resolve stronger, as again Rhio with a huge forearm followed up by a huge enziguri, and Nightshade is to a knee. Huge German suplex by Nightshade, and again Rhio took too long. Oh my God, that spear into the cover. 1, 2. That was close, and you have to think that part of the reason Rhio was able to kick out of that was because of how high that stack was. She was able to use that momentum to roll out the cover, and into another. And Rhio just grabbing at the air here, grabbing for anything. Just gasping for air here as she sees the chair. She's crawling towards that chair here. But Nightshade sees it too and pulling Rhio away as Rhio with the boots to Nightshade. But again, it's just angered her as she catches her in for that choke bomb. And she's up. But Rhio with a thumbs to the eyes of Nightshade here. The desperation from Rhio. This is not something that we usually see from Rhio. she picks up that chair. And God, you have to think that. Oh! And I agree with the referee's decision here. This is too much. Thumbs to both eyes of Nightshade. Oh, and another chair shot to the back. And this is just an uncomfortable watch here. As Rhio, the chair once again aloft. And again, another strike to the back of Nightshade. And you have to wonder, can Nightshade even see clearly at the moment? Both of the thumbs into the eyes of Nightshade, just malicious, sadistic attack there from Rhio, followed up by a huge chair shot to the head, and we're all well versed in how damaging a chair shot to the head can be, not just in a matchup, not just to somebody's career, but to somebody's health.
Your winner by disqualification.
But Rhio here, she's not finished. She's getting back in the ring with another chair, and Nightshade doesn't realise it. She's helpless in the ring. We need guys, please send out some security here. As Rhio, oh my God, come on Rhio, no, don't do this, please. He's on his own, you know. Come on, there's got to be some staff backstage that we can get out quickly here. As Rhio lining up that chair, come on! Please, Rhio, not like this. There's competing and there's this. There's trying to win matches and then there's this. Oh, she holds the chair, and Dan trying to speak her down from this ledge. Chair to the back. Oh my God, and Nightshade now bleeding from the mouth as the throat over the metal chair, and now finally we have some people in the ring here to break this up, and oh my God. I'm just speechless here. I mean, like I said, there's winning matches, there's competing, there's the spirit of Eve where, you know, we allow our competitors to fight on the outside, to mutually agree to use weapons, but this is nothing more. I don't think that you can call this anything other than assault. And, you know, where does this leave Rio's title match on the 7th of November against Nyla Rose? You have to believe that there has to be some form of repercussions here for this attack. And that's all it's an assault, it's an attack. And I mean, I just really hope that Nightshade's okay. Oh. And just that dark blood on the chair just goes to show.
You want to say fuck you, Rhio, eh? I'm gonna fuck every single person that jumps the queue. Will, you bring your little shiny toys from AEW and they just jump the line. Eh? Me? Oh no, I'll just go through hard up north. Oh no, you just lose your championships. Why? Tag team championships, I turned up. I said that I'd fight on my own. But no. Dan, you told me, you promised me, you sort this out for me, and then what do I find? Someone else jumps the queue, and you think I was gonna sit back and watch AEW take over here? Nah. It's not happening. That Eve championship is gonna be mine. Whether it was Nightshade, whether it was Nyla Rose, it doesn't matter. But what pissed me off more is that AEW jumped the queue time and time again. No, I don't care if you're signed, I don't care who your boss is, I don't care how much money you're on. What you need to understand is there's only one person who runs this scene, and it's me. You can all kiss your asses goodbye. Fuck everyone here.
And her opponent. From Southampton, England, it's Jamie Hayter!
.30 minutes on the clock in this main event. Jamie Hayter is home. And will it be off with Alex Windsor's head in this match? Or will Alex Windsor get the biggest win that she could ever possibly dream in this dream match of hers? Both these women, Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, and it's a stalemate. It's an interesting career comparison that these two have had, because Alex Windsor actually started wrestling before Jamie Hayter, but injuries meant that Alex Windsor was not wrestling at the time when Jamie Hayter began to make a name for herself here in Eve. And when Alex Windsor came back, Jamie had just signed with AEW. For the first time, their careers converge here at the new home of Eve. We are in Walthamstow, East London, for this big-time main event. Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, and it has been very even thus far. This is a match that both women asked for. And the problem with asking for a match is if you don't win it, that's what people remember, that you asked for a match that you couldn't deliver on. You bit off more than you could chew. Is it respect? Is it an insult? When you ask for a match with someone, is it because you're challenging yourself? Or because you believe that they're not as good as you? To be in the mind of these two women right now, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. Beautiful go behind and takedown there. And for now, this is the first point in the match where we have seen an advantage. And it started with a little bit of mind games there. And I want to say, first of all, a big thank you to Bippity Boppity Whatever, owner of the best name on YouTube, for the $50 super chat. It is because of people like you, our wonderful super chatters, Bippity Boppity, our wonderful channel members, who make matches like this possible, who make dream matches like Jamie Hayter coming home and wrestling against Alex Windsor. It is because of people like you and our wonderful channel members that this right now is happening. So a big thank you from everyone here to all of you. Big front face lock there from Alex Windsor. Transitions into that wrist lock. You can see Windsor breaks the grip there. Whoa! Well, if you didn't know Jamie Hayter and Eve, you're gonna get to know her now. Jamie Hayter was not best known for playing by the rules. Windsor takes the headlock. The question now becomes, does Windsor try to fight back the same way that Jamie Hayter is finding her? Wow. They both went down on that shoulder block. They both kicked up, but Windsor got that one. And Jamie got that one. She planted her feet and stood her ground, and on that one made her statement. Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor. We are already 5 minutes down into this match, and yeah, it's gonna get personal. You don't make a challenge and not automatically have it being personal. Wrestling holds change to strikes. Knee straight into the midsection there. Jamie sending Windsor. Oh, drop kick off the second rope. Feet to face from Jamie Hayter. Easily done from Jamie Hayter. Eastleigh, Southampton, England will should be very proud of someone who has put them on the map. Because whilst their football team is doing a great job of holding everyone else up, Jamie Hayter is doing a fantastic job of bringing everyone up. Nice move there. Jamie Hayter tried to keep on the hold of that top rope, but the momentum brought her over. Oh, take pity. Nice! Windsor turns it around. Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, first time ever match. And here's the thing, you can study tape of your opponents, but you also know that your opponent has studied tape of you. And you do not really know what they're like until you are actually in the ring with them. So as much as they would have studied one another, and they would have, it's a different thing altogether being in the ring with them. Fans getting out of the way. Very polite fans here at the Big Penny. It's like they knew. They knew what was coming next. Jamie Hayter standing, using her as a walkway from chair to chair, and then that double stomp. The sass of Jamie Hayter. You're getting a glimpse of the old Jamie Hayter. She comes home, and any kind of niceties that you think existed suddenly begin to disappear. Oh, Jamie Hayter telling the audience to move. And the problem is getting the audience to move gives your opponent time to recover. And Jamie Hayter gets sent into those chairs. A good idea in theory. And now God knows how we are. We don't know how many people are here. We know we're past 500, but we do not know how many people are here. But all we know is the venue said, stop selling, stop selling, stop selling. Oh. It's the green chair of Eve gets involved. And if you are a first-time viewer of Eve, we're pretty lax on the rules here when it comes to things like this. The referee is not going to disqualify them. There's no count out. Jamie, lucky for Jamie, Alex made a decision there, and I think it's interesting because we have seen Alex in some incredibly brutal and violent matches. Goes for the cover. I think Jamie took every moment she could to get as much breath as she could before lifting that shoulder up. Do not make the mistake of thinking that Jamie is completely out of this. This is Jamie, a professional, a former Eve International champion, a former She-Won winner, defeated Kris Wolf and Toni Storm in the finals, defeated Viper Piper Niven en route to that. This is her making the most of every second she can to get extra breath. It's very hot in here. It is extraordinarily hot in here. Breathing in that ring is going to be very difficult, and 10 minutes, which we've already surpassed. Jamie Hayter fires in with those vicious knife-edge chops, but Windsor captures her. And as I said earlier, Windsor made the decision not to use the chair. This is a match she asked for. She doesn't want there to be any kind of caveats as to what led to her being able to get the win. Vintage Jamie Hayter with the Fed finish gets a 2 count. Indeed, as Murdoch extraordinaire Millie says, it's spirit of Eve when it comes to the rules here in Eve. And Jamie Hayter mounts her and it begins to choke. The referee is going to do his best to try to keep things in line. But remember, Jamie Hayter, and also Jamie Hayter recognizes that she's against Alex Windsor. Jamie Hayter comes home and has her return spoiled by Alex Windsor when all this fanfare is on her eyes. Imagine being Jamie Hayter. Imagine what she would feel at that moment. There is no shame in losing to Alex Windsor. Many of the best in the world have. But many of the best in the world do not have the pressure that Jamie Hayter has, coming home for the first time in 5 years. And now standing on top. While Windsor may not be prepared to take a shortcut to earn a victory, if you have not studied your history of Jamie Hayter, you are making a mistake, because Hayter will. DDT by the ropes there. And keeping the pressure on, driving the wind. Dropping the knees again. Jamie Hayter, again, taking a moment to get some breath. Oh, Jamie Hayter letting some people know that she thinks they're #1. Oh, I know who it is that she pointed out, I agree. Captures the foot. She reaches her, slaps the face, slaps the taste. German suplex. That's how you separate a shoulder. You notice how Jamie went to the side. You separate a shoulder, it's going to make kicking out very, very difficult. And you see how she gets a high angle on that cover, as well as putting the pressure on those shoulders. Windsor had to work very hard to kick out. And just the sass of Jamie Hayter on display, in case you'd forgotten. And now Jamie Hayter surfing the back of Alex Windsor. And just the disrespect, and this is what Jamie Hayter does. Don't make the mistake of thinking anything less other than Jamie Hayter understands the mind games perhaps better than anyone that's here tonight, and one of the best in the world when it comes to it. And now she begins to dissect the limbs of Alex Windsor, and it was the knee injury that took Windsor out for 4 years, and at one point we didn't think that Windsor was going to come back. Windsor herself did not think she was going to come back. And don't think Jamie doesn't know that. Ramming the head, and that is just there is not a lot of padding, there is a steel buckle right underneath that. Double knees. Nice short jackhammer. 2 count. You have to wonder as well, as much as Jamie Hayter wanted this match, is it because she knew that Alex Windsor was making a name for herself around the world, that she thought she could be the person to stop that in its tracks just before it gets going? When everyone's talking about Alex Windsor, Jamie Hayter reminds them of who she is. and stops a career just as it was on the trajectory to God knows what heights. Windsor holding onto that top rope, trying to stop herself from being sent into that opposite corner. And there's the little details there that some people don't remember. It's experience that brings you in. Stamping on the foot, ducks the clothesline. Misawa spinning clothesline. And one thing that we have to factor in as well as Jamie gets the opportunity for a second win here and gets her breath back is that this ring is smaller than the AEW ring. This is a 16 ring. Jamie's used to a 20, and how much of that affects not being prepared for a flying Windsor hitting her in the face before she barely turned around as the sharpshooter, the submission finishing hold of Alex Windsor, the move that led to her winning the Eve Championship from Jetta at Wrestle Queendom 5. Jamie Hayter holding onto that bottom rope like it's a lifeline. And right now, she'd love to phone a friend and tag them in. Beautiful move by Jamie Hayter. 1, 2. Alex Windsor went for that spinning clothesline again. Jamie used that spinning motion to her advantage, dropping her down with that spine buster. And again, I wonder if the ring size difference impacted Jamie Hayter not realizing how close they were. Jamie Hayter grew up in a 16 ring. That is true. She knows what it's like better than anyone, but she has been wrestling in 20-foot rings non-stop for the last 5 years. The two back and forth on these strikes. Another one of those German suplexes. Doesn't realize, again, when you're in big German suplex, the back of the head ricochets off that mat. Jamie Hayter needs to think about, because in this ring, the pacing is quicker because you do not have the space to escape. And the two collapse into one another with a lariat. And it's almost like they're using the other one to hold themselves up. Neither one want to drop to the floor after a double lariat. We are 18 minutes into this match gone. It is so hot in this sold out Big Penny building. Windsor keeping a grip of Hayter. The two firing. Hayter breaks the grip, hits that final shot, challenges Windsor. She answers. The two back and forth. Oh, and that is Jamie Hayter all over. She changes. Windsor prepared to answer, and it is personal here in Walthamstow. Both standing, neither want to go down. Both fall into the ropes as if that's all that's keeping them up. And again, those clotheslines. Jamie got the better of it. Off with her head indeed. Jamie signaling. Ducks the clothesline. It's one of her own. Powerbomb! 1, 2, and 3. No! Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor. Both these women down right now. Jamie Hayter has been wrestling now for almost 20 minutes. This match was originally a 20-minute time limit. If it had remained that, we'd have gone to a draw right now. But it is a 30-minute time limit. At the last moment, we made the decision to make it a 30-minute time limit match, and thank goodness we did. Both women trash talking one another at this point because it has become personal and they're using whatever they can to take their opponent off their game plan and gain an advantage. And Windsor right now seems to be the fresher of the two as Hayter rises up to meet the challenge and does everything she can to avoid collapsing. Going for a stoop. It's another spine buster, and no! Windsor looked like she was going for one of those runners of hers. Running knee. 1, 2, no! And the face of Jamie Hayter tells the story that we're all thinking right now of what will it take to keep Alex Windsor down. It's been off with her head with a lariat. It's been a knee to the chin. They have been wrestling for almost 22 minutes straight. They have tried to take the oxygen out of one another. They have struck one another. They have driven one another down on their head. And Windsor right now has something in mind, Hayter has something in mind, setting Windsor on the top rope. Oh, another powerbomb. And Hayter knows that she is clinging on for dear life. I know she goes to the hair, breaks the grip, and uses it to pull Windsor back up to where she wanted her in the first place. Skull on skull with that headbutt. Windsor trying to fight away that superplex attempt by Hayter, it seems. And, wait a minute. And now what is... Oh my word! Fisherman Buster off the second! What?